If you're watching this and the live is not in the corner, we're no longer live. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Melissa. Whew. It's warm in here. How's everyone doing? Hi, Cindy. So we're going to do several different things tonight with color shifts. I'm going to add them to epoxy and do on a cup. I'm going to put a very, hey Margette, very, I'm not sure. Jonna, they're really easy. And they do really cool things. So we're going to put a really super thin coat on a cup and brush the color shift on. And then I also have a piece of the wood that I got that I'm going to put, hi Crystal, that I'm going to put epoxy on, and then I'm going to drop the liquid shimmers on. And then finally I have some air dry clay, and I'm going to brush some of the dry powder on to show you that you can use it there too. So bear with me. I've got 2 cups, and I'm mixing epoxy. And then I'll mix some more epoxy so I have enough to put on. Hi, Becky. So I'm just putting epoxy on this cup. I don't need a ton because I'm going to put the color shift in epoxy, and that will work well. And then on the other cup, we're going to do a super thin layer and let it turn while we're doing this. And then we're going to brush it on, dry brush it on. Oh no! You had to run and go get a new ball for him, huh? So, sorry I had to adjust the turner. I'm just making sure I got it everywhere, and I'll let that spin. This one, I'm going to turn you down some. This one, we're going to do a super thin layer. Like almost dry. And I'm using right now just what was on my hands, because you want it really dry. You want it just wet enough to brush it on. And just took a teeny tiny bit. Because I'm going to brush it on, which gives it a different effect. It's like what we do with the chromes. Aw, he looks sad. So again, I am just barely putting it on. I'm just making sure I got it covered. Ooh. Just making sure I got it. Okay, I'm gonna let that. Hey Jamie. Hi Linda. Bear with me guys. I am working on it. I need to make some more epoxy because I didn't make enough to do my colors. So, and I won't use much. I am wearing pants instead of shorts. I was outside earlier and it's just a little bit cool. So, okay. We're just gonna mix it some more. So currently we have 6 colors in the color shift. I'm using 3 of them. I'm using Moonlight Bay, Butterfly Kisses, and Seaweed. And I just randomly chose those. So there's no, I'm going to kind of do it in stripes, which is why I'm not worried about mixing up a ton of epoxy. So if I miss anything, guys, I will go back. Just gonna get some. I painted these cups with alcohol ink because I happen to be out of black spray paint and I was too lazy to go anywhere. So we have, this is Moonlight Bay, and it does a brown or a blue and a purple. This is Butterfly Kisses, and this is Seaweed, which does a greenish brown. So I'm gonna get some of this ready. And this we're going to actually put on the cup. I'm not going to drizzle it. So I'm just mixing it up good. So, sorry, I'm trying to watch you guys at the same time. I definitely got to clean over here because it's getting sticky. I am not a neat crafter. Yes, I painted them black with inks over stainless. Just because I happen to be out of black spray paint. And no, it did not change color when I put the epoxy on. I don't know that I would trust that all the way as far as leaving it and exposing it to sun. But I'm going to go over it, so I didn't care. These are all so pretty. I'm going to try streaks. One of the things with these, hey Nikki, one of the things with these is you don't go over them more than once or you lose the color shift. It's like the, similar to, but not quite like the interference. So this is, when you're doing these cups, it's a one shot. Otherwise, you got to respray paint it. Otherwise, it won't show. So, bear with me while I get some gloves on. Okay. I'm going to hit the flash on this because it seems to help. Maybe. There we go. And I do have a light, but I still don't have a really good light. So hopefully y'all can see that real well. So this is Butterfly Kisses I'm going to start with. I'm just getting some on. Doing that. I'll try to do that. See it? I hope y'all can see that. I'm just doing it kind of random. Doing some on the bottom. And get a paper towel. Hey, Heather. So now we're going to use Seaweed. No, I'm sorry. This is Moonlight Bay. You can see the difference. And as always, I will take you off and let you see it up close. I don't think I'm going to cover the whole cup. This is an old cup I had that I just sanded. So, ooh. Color shifts are kind of my favorite. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to wipe my hand off, and then we're going to do the Seaweed. You ran away for a quick break. So, and then this is the Seaweed. But you can see it does, and I'll get you where you can see the shift. So I'm trying to do it a little bit sparingly because I don't want it moving a lot. Yeah. This is Moonlight Bay. Now, like I said, I'll get you closer here in just a minute and you'll be able to see the difference in the colors. Okay, guys, bear with me for a minute. Hey, Net. Okay. No, it'll smooth out. So, this is Butterfly Kisses. You can see the color shift. And then this is Moonlight Bay. Moonlight Bay again has that kind of teal to brown purple. And then Seaweed. You can see those color shifts. So this will actually make kind of a really cool peekaboo of some sort. One of each, please. Nikki, we need to get together. I need to reach out to you because I may be over, hopefully, I'm not going to jinx myself, over in Arlington on a regular basis. Over by where we all meet. So again, I'm just kind of, it's really hard to tell sometimes. Trying to get it. No, I don't have any new ones. For everyone's disappointment. Hey, Sue. So, oh, hush. Sari. Yes, it can be Northern Lights. which is kind of what I was thinking of. And I can do something on there. So that's that. Yes, and I'm hoping tomorrow I'm going to do a new list of all the powders and get an update so that you guys know what you have. It'll be a bit, this whole, everything going on right now is messing with being able to order stuff. So, now this one, I'm not going to, this is one that I think I have, I may. But I have samples, and I'm going to use the sample to do the next part. And then I'm going to take you off, and I think, yeah, Galaxy 2. The liquid shimmers do really good Galaxy. I don't know if you can see it. This is the liquid shimmer, Sue. So they create a really cool Galaxy. And then I added some additional on top and got that white effect. No, Margette, that's just your imagination thinking that's Dr. Pepper. Yes, it's Dr. Pepper. Okay, so the next one. Thank you. I'm going to turn you guys around. And I'm going to dry brush this on basically and see what we do. Oh. So this is on just really, really light epoxy. Ooh. I think this is Moonlight Bay. Yeah. So this is dry brushing it on, which gives it a different look. Sorry guys, it's making a mess. Can you see all that in the air? But I wanted you to be able to see what I was doing. This had a very, very, very thin layer of epoxy. So, yes. I don't know if I'm using more or less, but this is another way you can do it. You can also, you saw me do it with the chromes. Yes, these are also color shift. I'm sorry. This is a color shift. It's just out of some samples I have. That is really pretty, and I may have to see. Yeah, it's falling in the camera. And then, so it's a little bit, this is one you could actually take off the turner and do. Hi, Sylvia. And I just did this. I mean, you do it much neater than I'm doing it and slower. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything. And if you notice, it doesn't matter where I put it, the color shift is still the same. So the fact that I'm putting it on all the way down is not making it a different shift. It's keeping the shift the same. And we're going to do this. Yes. So I'm just going back and adding. Give me a minute and I will focus you guys around so you can kind of see the different angles. Like I said, I put a very, very thin layer. Okay. So you can see I have my phone angled down. Now I'm angling it up. Okay, so you got your teal, you got your purple, and now I'm going, oops, we're going to have the phone get mad at us. And we're going to go this way. So it's teal and purple, and I can't tell right now, a pink is the other. Okay, and then here's this one. It's very similar to the Moonlight Bay, which is this one, but it's, when you dry brush it on, you can see the difference. I don't know, Julie. We will find out, because I will put an additional layer of epoxy on this, and I may do it while we're all, before I get done. So now I'm going to come over here, and I bought some air dry clay. Hold on, I'm going to show you what I got. This is what I got. It's just an air dry. Doesn't have to be baked, and I bought it just to experiment with, not because I'm any good at stuff like that. And then I did it out, and I put a stamp on it, this stamp. And now we're going to brush some more of this over this. Oh. Isn't that pretty? It brings out where you could barely see it before. And then there's your color shift. Yeah, this is teal, purple, and blue. And then I can do a cutout. Peel that off. And those that make jewelry and such, you've got two pendants. You just let them air dry. I would put a coating on them. So again, you can see the color shift. Okay. So I'm going to move you guys around for a minute. I apologize. I've got two work areas. I don't want to mess this up. Oop, shoot. Sorry guys, not trying to make anyone sick. Other than myself. Because this does not want to work. Okay. I'm trying not to get in the epoxy. So I have a little bit of epoxy. I'm going to make a little bit more because, let me move this out of the way. I'm running out of room. You can also, guys, use makeup sponges to do this with. I just had the dry brush, but you can use those as well. So, that. And I did a board. I did not carve it. I just painted it black. And I'm going to mix up a little bit more epoxy. And we're going to put epoxy in the middle. I painted it black so I can use the liquid shimmers. So bear with me for a moment. Sorry guys, I'm just getting epoxy ready. Normally I would have probably used my other epoxy that I used, the Fama wood. But since I was already with all this, I chose not to. So, sorry guys. Give me a minute and mix this up. So, there's been people showing you how to make liquid or alcohol inks with the color shift and all that. The ones I have on my website are strictly a convenience. I've always... I did them more of as a convenience for guys. So, I'm going to put another glove on. And I'm going to spread this on, and then I will take you off. No, it's flat. Mainly because it's been raining and I didn't feel like going outside. So, I did put tape on either end to kind of help contain it. I'm not worried about the wood, because eventually, when I'm all said and done, I will epoxy the whole tray. This will be a tray that you're not going to want to put food on. So bear with me. And if anyone has questions, feel free to put them on the live and I'll go back and answer. I have not tried this before, so we'll see how it goes. I want enough that I can move it without being too much. So I'm gonna take, hey Ophelia, and get bubbles out. So these, I just got 4 of them. This is Tahitian Sunset, Seaweed, Butterfly Kisses, and Moonlight Bacon. So I'm going to mix them up, because you always got to mix them after you put, I fill this size, I fill to the top with alcohol. The other size, the larger ones I have, this size, you can see the difference. I only use half, but it takes just a little bit. You don't want a lot, otherwise you get powdery and it doesn't look right. So let me open these guys, and then I'm going to take you off and hold you while I do this. And I'm going to get this. Okay guys, I'm going to take you off and turn you around. So it's got epoxy on it now. We're going to do the first one. Again, to use these, it has to be black. And I've got 4, so I'm just randomly spacing them. And anyone that's got kids, look at how cool that is with it doing that. That's just a reaction. So then we're going to get Moonlight Bay, which you can see is purple. Whoop. Might drop stuff in there. And Butterfly. Did I miss one? Seaweed. So I'm letting them do that. I'm fine with them merging around. Okay. Probably Debbie. And now I'm just gonna Again, epoxy self-leveling. And I got something weird on my stick. Looks like a hair. Sorry, not trying to make anyone crazy. So I'm just trying to merge them together a little more. And again, it's self-leveling. So, let's see. I'll just drop everything. There we go. I don't know, Kathy. That's what I was wondering. You can see him moving around. Oops, don't want to kill you with the light. Hold on. Let me see if I got enough white. I don't know if I do. I do. Let's try it, Kathy. Okay, guys. Turn you around. And we'll see. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so, Kathy. Not on this. They probably would on a cup. Hi, Diana. They probably would on a cup. But look at that lacing I got. Doing that. So, I'll let this set for probably about an hour before I remove. Yeah, not so much. But that's okay. That was just basically an experiment. So, we'll come back over here. Yeah, I did. With the, oh, I don't know. Let's try. Oh, not white. Regular white. That was the Panada white. Well, that'll be our little test section. We'll just see what it does. It is mushrooming out. Yeah. Just a mess. Oh, well. So, again, we did a black base. And I just did that with the color shifts in epoxy. I put a very, very, very light coat of epoxy on this. And I brushed it on dry with the brush. And we'll see what happens when we put epoxy on it. I don't know the answer. I know there are those that, yeah, I know that, Diana, the Mixative does that weird stuff. And then we also did clay and put it on. Let me get some light over here. So that's just dry brushed onto clay. So that's pretty much it, guys. I will post later. I will add, I'm going to let that set for a while before I try to add any epoxy. But I'll post that and let you know if it shows. And you could do, I prefer the black spray paint when it's slightly damp to do it on. But this works too. We'll see how that does. And like I said, I didn't really want all of this to move a lot, and it's not. So, but that's, you can use them different ways. Like I said, you can brush them on, you can put them in epoxy, You can brush it on clay. You can use it in the mixatives or in the shimmers. So, did do weird. So, like I said, I'll sand where I got the black so it's clear, and then I'll put a clear coat of epoxy on it. Hi, Stacy. So, all right, guys. I'm going to let you go, and I will post a little later showing them. And everyone have a wonderful week, and I'll be back on live Tuesday night at 7 again. Well, I'll probably do a post and see what everyone wants to see. We still have a few types of powders we haven't used, and or ways to use them that we haven't tried yet. So, all right, guys, have a good week.